Welcome back, everybody, to the No Neutral Zone podcast. It feels like it's been an eternity since I've
Yeah.
been on this call here with my good friend Brandon Ortiz, and my name is Jayden West. But this is the 8th episode, so I figured if you're watching this, you should already know that. So at a certain point, I'm gonna have to stop. I'm not gonna stop introductions, but yeah, this is just what we are now.
Mentioning the number.
Yeah, we did miss. Yeah, but I'll say the number you said. What'd you say?
I was saying, are you gonna just stop mentioning what number number
Man,
episode we're on?
dude, if we start ripping these into, we'll see how high.
The
I mean,
hundreds?
yeah, if we start ripping then it's like, wow, you don't,
Episode 127.
you don't see like Joe Rogan being like, this is episode 8,572.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, it's
We'll get
a big number.
we'll see, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yes, so we did miss a week. I was out of town, doing very important spy business that you can see on my LinkedIn page. It was because I'm a LinkedIn guy now. So
Yeah.
that's that.
Co-owner of Inter Miami.
Yeah, co-owner of Inter Miami and co-owner of the Miami Marlins. In case you guys are wondering, shout out Inter Miami, Vamos Miami. But how was your week away from the pod, Brandon?
I was it was good. Spent time with the family. Went to Orlando and stuff like that. Enjoyed my spring break
Yep.
or whatever. I know you were out there in Miami, so
Yeah.
I assume you had more fun.
I
But
mean, it was professional.
professional business
It
work.
was
My
professional
apologies.
business spy work. I don't know why I'm throwing the word spy
Not
in there.
leisure.
Sounds
Definitely
cool.
not leisure.
I mean, there was leisure. There was leisure for sure. I had responsibilities though. And I'm
Okay.
sure the one Wednesday a week really keeps you from seeing your family. So I'm glad you got to do that during last week. I'm glad you got to do that.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, we missed a lot that happened, and we'll get into
Yeah.
all of it. But like every week, just the funnest thing to start talking about. The best sport on four wheels. Oh, he's got the Dale Earnhardt shirt. Brandon's doing it for 3. Yeah, subtle flex on the kid here. I don't have a
Yeah.
Dale Earnhardt shirt. Look at that. My closet's just full of Carson Osevar and Spire hats. So look at me.
Yeah, I gotta get some Riney Blaney stuff.
I mean, yeah, you could get a little Penske Ryan Blaney tech, but last time we were here, we were talking about our predictions for Las Vegas. We never got to recap Las Vegas. Really, it's another Toyota win, but it's not Tyler Reddick. It was Denny Hamlin. They got his first win of the season.
Yep.
It is his 61st win, and now he is 10th on the winningest driver list, right behind Kyle Busch with 63 wins. So
Yeah.
Tyler Reddick was like P13, I believe. I didn't even talk about Carson Osevar during this race at all.
Oh yeah, you mean he placed 22nd?
Yeah, it was a little forgettable. Where did Ryan Blaney finish?
16.
Okay, so a little forgettable for our gentleman. A very forgettable.
Yeah, no, this wasn't a good one for us.
Tyler Reddick actually had his worst start of the season, P13. But I'm sure he's not
Great for times like
too
these.
worried about that because we'll get into Darlington
Yeah.
and everything.
Of course.
Really, the only thing that matters in this race that I kind of jotted down, actually not even jotted down, just wrote paragraphs about, was I did write about a Spire guy, but I wrote about Daniel Suarez and how he now has I guess not now. I guess Ross Chastain thinks it's ever going long arching beef, but he has beef with Ross Chastain. And I know you said you saw the clip of it. I mean, do you think Daniel Suarez would have won that fight? I'm just asking you here.
Dude, yeah, I saw the clip where he said if I want to fight Ross and he knows what he said, and he knows this, it's not gonna last 5 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, so
I was like,
I have the quote here somewhere.
no.
If I want to fight Ross and he knows this, he's not going to last 5 seconds. So what am I going to gain from that? Bar.
I'm not gonna lie though, Dan Suarez got that. If they put it on a card, UFC card, I'm tapped in, and I'm
UFC
putting
White
my
House, Daniel
house
Suarez versus
on
Ross
Daniel.
Chastain.
I'm putting on Daniel Suarez. I think it's technical here, but taller guy, probably longer reach.
Hmm.
Um, I think he probably got hands. I don't know, just
Yeah,
assuming.
yeah. Why not?
I mean, Daniel Suarez. I mean, he's. It feels like he's the type of guy that if you do something, on the track, he'll probably just approach you about it and just be like, "Hey, like,
He
what
threw
was that all
Mike
about?"
McDowell. He threw
Yeah.
a human,
So
and Mike McDowell's now his
yeah. So
teammate,
yeah.
so that's cool.
Yeah.
And they also had
Yeah. I would go with Daniel.
Spire posted a video where Mike McDowell and Daniel Suarez were sparring for the love of the game.
Yeah.
So I mean, Spire's getting him ready for this fight against Ross.
Yeah.
I see that.
Next race is not gonna be a race. It's just gonna be a UFC card.
Yeah, they didn't actually get into anything at Darlington, which is surprising. So maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see Martinsville, Ross Chest. I don't know. Um,
Mm.
but there was a couple reasons why Suarez didn't swing on the guy. He had a little interview. I don't know if it was an interview. I saw a video of him talking about it, but he kind of explained the whole situation. How one of the first couple laps, Ross actually crowds uh, Suarez with the 38 car of Zane Smith. Zane Smith, dude, that's the most notable you're going to be. Um, he crowds him, and then, hey, he's like, hey, no harm, no foul. It's a racing incident. But then with like 3 laps to go, Suarez is dealing with a tire issue, and he crowds Ross. Then Ross flips him the bird for like a whole lap, just for no reason. And that didn't even irk Suarez that much. What really got him was Ross Chastain. As Daniel Suarez on the cooldown lap goes up, he's like, "Hey, sorry, man. Sorry about all that." This guy Ross hits him during the cooldown. He said it was unacceptable, and then on pit road, it pretty much comes to Ross shoving Suarez. But there's a couple reasons why he didn't throw a haymaker and destroy the man from Alva, Florida. I think that's where he's from, Ross Chastain. He said the money to punch, to punch him and put him on the ground is going to cost $50,000. And then 2 was the sponsors. The sponsors never like that. The sponsors like exposure, but they don't like bad media and bad PR. Dude, PR heaven right there. If you're a driver saying all that, Spire Motorsports got to be over the moon. I think it's like freeway insurance or something. Got to be over the moon.
Mm.
And then he said that if I wanted to fight Ross, it'd be over in 5 seconds. Like, I don't know. But this all stems from, I'm not sure if Ross, I think Ross thinks Suarez is targeting Trackhouse because of how things ended there. With shout out, I'm not going to diss Connor Zilic. I've talked about him before on the show. He's a Gator, an honorary Gator. But he practically replaced Daniel Suarez, and I don't blame Trackhouse for bringing in Connor Zilic. But hey, yeah, he's doing better with Spire than he is at Trackhouse. He's actually above Ross Chastain in the standings.
Mm.
So that's pretty much it from Vegas.
Yeah.
But Darlington, we got some things to talk about. I know you're probably pretty excited about Ryan Blaney. I don't know if you peeped.
I was. Hey, you should be excited too.
I'm excited. I want to hear your thoughts about Ryan Blaney.
Man, he placed third. My boy was cooking up. I don't think he was ever. I don't think he was ever leading at any point, but he stayed up there for like a
Very
while.
up down
I mean,
day.
I think at one. Yeah, he went down at one point, but I mean, obviously you're just pitting or whatever. But he stayed up there for a while, so I'm glad he was able to finish up there, get his points. Now he's like going into Martinsville or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's ranked 2. But I mean, like, of course, Tyler Reddick is
just
there
clean
points,
sweep,
so it doesn't really matter because the gap is so big. But he's Ryan Blaney's second right now, so
mm-hmm.
it's good placement.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to catch Reddick. Obviously, Reddick wins another race. People want to say he's cheating. Am I going to say that?
Yeah.
Not yet. Also, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And if you're not getting caught, it's happening. Jimmy Johnson was definitely well, clearly we're not cheating because we're not freaking winning. So, clearly we're not cheating. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson was definitely bending the rules when he won 7 championships and was just the most consistent guy in the world. But yeah, Reddick joins Bill Elliott and the man in black on your shirt for the only drivers ever to win the first, well, 4 of the first 6 races. So that's pretty elite company for the guy. And honestly, he just had the best car. I mean, he had to change a battery on pit road. He had alternator issues. This guy didn't have his cooling suit, so he was like dumping it out during the caution laps. He was probably dying
Mm-hmm.
in there. The guy was boiling alive in that whip, and I couldn't imagine just still trying to finish strong there. I guess.
Yeah.
With Darlington, they like increased horsepower at the track, so I think every team was coming in trying to guess and guesstimate and gauge the right horsepower. Like I think it was 750, so they were trying to guess that and the down. Like I don't know, they were trying to do a lot of experimenting, and I guess 2311 just got it right because even Riley
Yeah.
Herbst had not too bad of a day until he spun out. So proved me right. And then Bubba Wallace had issues with his car, so I mean can't really gauge on how good his car was.
Mm-hmm.
But Carson
Oh,
Hocevar,
hey, Big Carson, bro. Bro. He placed fourth, right?
yeah,
Bro, he would.
flying. He was
Bro,
hooping,
that
man,
was a good race by him.
hooping.
That was a.
Yeah, he had a start in the back of the pack. He qualified like 16th or something like that, but he had an issue with his car. Had to
Yeah.
make a change on race day. Then they make you forfeit your spot and start at the back. And listen, just good strategy. Good strat by the squad there. He went a lap down pretty early, and it all worked out at the end. And he just found himself flying from like his last pit. He came out, and I think he was maybe 15th, and he just absolutely ran everyone down, and that was sick.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty sick, if I say so myself. Um, so I'm very thrilled. Um, awesome paint scheme that was paying tribute to Dale Earnhardt's Wrangler machine. They called it the Marg machine for Chili's. Now I really do need to go get a Presidente margarita from Chili's, though, if you're down to join me sometime.
Ooh.
Maybe if he gets a win this week in Martinsville, we can go get Presidente margaritas
Ooh.
and triple dippers.
Um. Oh, bro, I haven't had a triple dipper in so long.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't that sound
Down.
great? A Carson Hocevar win, a triple dipper, and a Presidente margarita.
I'm actually down for that.
But he's got to win, and you're buying.
At the wait, who's what? I'm sorry, I don't think I caught the last
So he's got to
part.
win at any time he wins. If hopefully he wins the season, we'll rip Chili's. So
And
just
I got you. If Carson wins, uh, we'll go to Chili's, and I got you.
wait. Actually,
Yeah, I got you.
wait for real?
I was gonna say for as many. I was say for as many wins as he gets.
You
I
don't
want to
gotta do
believe
all
maybe he'll
that.
get more.
But
Oh yeah, yeah. His whatever next win then his first
his
when he
only
gets
win.
his first when he gets his first win, we'll go to Chili's.
And you got
I
me.
got you. I got the bill.
All right, that's legally binding because now it's on record. It's literally on record.
It's on video.
All
So
right, I'm holding you to that. Does
and
that count for Truck Series?
definitely not.
Ah, okay.
Definitely not.
Dang, close. Because he
Definitely
was
not.
leading the truck race at Darlington
No,
with
trust me.
5 to go and
You
hit the wall. Yep, not
you
ideal.
mentioned to me how well he does in Truck Series. Trust me, this is strictly Cup Series. I'm not.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. All right, Cup Series, sure. But if he wins this weekend at Martinsville. Sorry, my brain's all. I can't believe you just offered that. My brain's all whacked out. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
Martinsville. I don't think he's gonna win, but it's never 0%.
Well, I
Um,
already know who my pick is, and for a chance he might be the favorite to win. So
yeah, go ahead. Just go ahead and talk about Ryan Blaney for a bit because we know that's what you're gonna say.
yeah, so he does really well in these tracks. As I was looking more into it, plus 500 odds on favorite to win. So that's obviously gonna be my pick to win. I have like sleeper picks or whatever that could potentially win. Um, but I mean, I could mention them, but like it really don't matter because Ryan Blaney's gonna win the whole thing.
Yeah, let's hear your
It's in
sleepers.
what my sleepers could be. Well, they're not okay. Sleepers, they're also pretty up there. But what's it called? William Byron,
Okay.
not a sleeper, but like he's up there. He's like plus 700. Um, kind of can't rule out Tyler Reddick.
That's fair.
anytime anymore. Even though he's like not he's not really up there. He's like plus 1400, but like
Yeah, this isn't his
Jesus Christ, I
track
can never
necessarily.
count him out. Um, Denny Hamlin.
Yep.
I think he's like plus. He's also. I think he's like second
I think he,
favorite. I think he's like
I
plus
think
500 too.
he, unless the odds have shifted. Last time I checked, when I made a video on this, JadenWest.media, because I had to change up the name to look more professional. Um, last time I checked, it was they were co-favorites, so they were both sharing that plus
Yeah.
500.
Oh yeah, they are. I think they are. I think they are
But
still.
that's just because Denny Hamlin's
And
won
then
there a bunch.
yeah, I also got Joey Logano, Gano, whatever. He hasn't really won like a shorter track like this one, like an oval one. I think since like last year, I think.
Yeah, sounds right.
But I mean, history says like he's
Yeah,
pretty good
Joey
at them.
Logano. Well,
But
actually, I was just doom scrolling, and Matt. I looked up just Matt Kenseth because I have a couple Matt Kenseth cars here on my desk, and uh, it's like the 11th year. Last year was the 10th anniversary of Martinsville when Matt Kenseth just absolutely wrecked um, Joey Logano. So that's a fun little clip if you want to see that. They have beef, so that's pretty cool. Um, that's completely unrelated, but I hope Joey Logano doesn't win. I'm not a big Joey Logano guy.
I'm not a big Joey Logano fan either.
Slice of bread,
Yeah.
because he was the
But
best thing since sliced bread. Horrible
yeah,
nickname. Horrible nickname.
yeah. But yeah, no, my obviously my pick's gonna be Ryan Blaney. Hopefully he wins. That'd be fire. 2 wins. This year, just now becoming a NASCAR fan, and I get 2 wins. That'd be so fire.
Thank goodness for the truck series, huh?
Yeah, that amazing truck series. I need to start watching them. You say it's good. I have
I
not watched a
enjoy it.
single one
I
yet.
mean I really tap in when hosts of ours racing in them. He's running 13 this year, 13 of them because he's not at the level where they like cap the amount of truck races you can do as a cup driver. So he gets to
Yeah.
do like a lot of the season, so that's cool. Um, yeah, we'll see. I don't think Hostfar is really going to win this one. Last year, he was kind of in a spin fest at Martinsville. Actually, because of Daniel Suarez too. Like he was just, I don't know. He's repping the all black Dente, another Dale Earnhardt esque car.
Mm.
But yeah, as much as I want to say Hocevar and the black Dente, I can't. I'm gonna say William Byron just because he won here last fall. He's also just very good at this track, and Team Chevy and Hendrick Motorsports is gonna be like, we need a freaking win now. You see all these Toyota wins and all these. We have a couple.
Oh yeah, Chevy hasn't won one.
Not
It's
at all.
crazy.
It's gonna be coming up to a solid dry spell for them right here, as we get deeper into the season. If they don't pull out a win, it's gonna be a little embarrassing. Because I'm a Chevy guy. Spire Motorsports, you're a Ford gentleman with Team Penske. So
Yeah.
I guess that's cool. I guess, bro. Enjoy that one win. Enjoy that, bro.
2 wins, bro. I'm already predicting it, so no jinxing at all here. This is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Ryan Blaney
Hocevar is
win.
definitely not gonna win.
Yeah, bro. Trust me, you don't have to jinx that.
All right.
You don't have to jinx
That's.
that.
You know who definitely didn't win? Team
Who
USA.
didn't win? Yeah.
One heck of a
Team
segue.
USA did not win.
Team USA did not win. I don't even have much written about this just because I'm so disappointed. I'm so sad.
Yeah, all I said was Aaron Judge sucks.
It said, yeah, I wrote Aaron Judge went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, completely unacceptable.
Yeah, yeah, literally. I literally said Aaron Judge sucks, and then I had like a dash that says 3 strikeouts. That's insane. So
Yeah, so Team USA falls to Team Venezuela 3-2. Eugenio Suarez hits a go-ahead double in the top of the ninth. That's like a dagger to the freaking heart. Ah.
yeah,
Bats went horribly cold, with the exception of Bryce Harper hitting that
yeah, shout
beauty
out
of a
Bryce.
bomb. I think Nolan McLean was fairly solid on the mound. He had some nasty pitches, and the bats just couldn't back him up. He gave up 2 runs to Team Venezuela, which you're a rookie. I mean, I'm not gonna fault
Mm-hmm.
you. You have literally the supposed Avengers at bat, and they should be able to help you. but really, this whole entire Team USA run felt very disappointing. Um, there was at no moment where I'm sitting there like, man, this is really the best team in the world. This is really the best that anyone can in the world can muster, because we had to get bailed out to even make it out of the group stage by Italia. Um,
Yeah,
I'm not sure if we would have beaten Italy again. Um,
yeah.
genuinely,
And then
yeah.
no, I was saying because people also were hating on the like when US beat like Dominican Republic, like the calls and stuff and everything, like Malik talking about like the bad call at the end or
Yeah, it was a
whatever.
weird, brutal strike.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, not too much on like that game specifically, but like they were just. I think it's just bad calls both ways. I mean, they're. I heard they need to start implementing the ABS thing,
I love that.
like was
It's gonna make games so
automated
much longer, but I
ball
like it.
strikes. Yeah, it just would help out more. So it's
I
not
mean,
just straight
yeah.
umpired
It's not like you get
looking at it.
unlimited either. It's not like you can any pitch. You can just be like, you got to use them
Yeah, I think it's like
wisely.
two, right? You get like
Hmm.
two challenges or something
Something
like
like
that.
that. Which that'll help out. But you're gonna have to pick it very wisely. And then I forgot who said it, but they're like, I'm not gonna do it. That's the umpire's job. Yeah, yeah, right. The first opportunity
Yeah,
you
but
get, you're gonna be like, hey,
yeah,
what is that? Um,
exactly.
that's horrible. Like, this is supposed to be our sport. Like, this is how Canada feels.
Yeah,
This is how well, except we didn't play like a women's match and a Paralympic match and also lose those like Canada did. But like, um, who knows? Maybe we'd lose in a softball tournament against the world. Do they have Paralympic baseball? That'd
could
be
be a
pretty
gym.
sick. We might lose that too, unless our women's softball. Well, softball I don't think
It's
is
just
played anywhere
elites.
else in the world, is it? Is softball? I have to tap
I
in.
don't. I mean, I've never heard anywhere
I mean,
else,
college softball is
but
electric.
college softball.
Shout out the ladies at UF. They're freaking killing it.
Yeah, they're hooping right now.
But yeah, I don't. If that was played across the world, then I would hope our Avenger squad is better than the Dominican Republic's. I don't know. It's just very embarrassing. Not what you want. I was actually at Lone Depot Park a couple days after, and in the visiting locker room, you could still smell the alcohol from Team Venezuela, and then the carpets were still getting dried out, and the ceilings were getting
That's
dried out and
crazy.
whatnot. So, not ideal,
Wilder.
man. Genuinely not ideal. And
Yeah.
we're just gonna get all the losses off at one point because we'll get really sad and then we'll build back up and
Okay.
at least happiness for me.
We'll be
Because actually, yeah, we have a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of sad topics for the day. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we do actually.
We have a lot
Super
of
fun.
horribly
Super
sad
fun,
topics.
sad topics.
This episode's gonna be like a funeral because the past 2 weeks have been sad, at least for us.
Actually, though.
If you're Venezuelan, I'm sure you're thrilled, but
Yeah, you're excited.
we're from the US of A and we're bummed out, absolutely bummed out, and we're
Yeah.
also from the 352 where um, those reigning national champions got knocked out in the first weekend of March Madness.
Oh my god. Holy moly, man.
Still
That
hurts to
game.
even say. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna let you. I'm gonna wind you up and let you go about it.
Dude, I watched every minute of that game.
Yeah.
Genuinely every minute. And it started off looking like we were looking good. We took the lead and everything, but then like we went on an insane like dry spell of like no scoring. And I don't know what it was. Going into March Madness, we were one of the best rebounding teams in
Mm-hmm.
college basketball. And not even just rebounding, but specifically offensive rebounding. We were the best offensive rebounding team, right? And obviously our offense started picking up around the like end of the season. But I don't know. Against Iowa, we just decide to forget how to rebound and lose the ability to score. So that wasn't fun to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was like. Shinyulu had like foul trouble like
Yeah.
early,
Yeah.
which sucked.
They
But
made him a complete
the boys,
non-factor. They made
no,
Chinyelu a
actually,
complete non-factor, and he was such a major part of anything that Florida has been doing, especially on the glass. That once you take him out, it's like, yo, we're
it like
screwed.
no, actually though, because like he just brings like it's like a gravity thing. Like he's able,
Hmm.
like he can get the ball, and if he can't get it, but he'll pull people to him, and then it'll allow like Condon or Hog
Exactly.
to get it the ball. So like it just sucked that like he started out with foul trouble early, which led to like obviously having to get him off the court or everything.
Hmm.
But like also Iowa was just hitting tough shots,
Anything and
and I was
everything.
like, oh my god,
Yeah.
you guys like I was not a terrible team, obviously,
No.
but I'm like, dang, like you guys weren't hooping like that before.
Anything and everything
But
was getting made.
I was, bro. I even told you when I seen you. Like I would have been so content if we got knocked out Sweet 16. Right? I would like just the next
Yeah.
round. The next round I would have been fine with because I'm like, you know what? Obviously we didn't start the season great. We obviously finished it nice and great and everything. But I wasn't like it would have been nice for us to win the whole thing. But like I would have been content with a Sweet 16 exit. I've been like, you know what? That's fine.
Hmm.
Round 32? I don't even got a name for it. Round 32. That sucked, dude. And my biggest gripe, because obviously we started making a comeback at the end, right? We got the lead and everything.
Hmm.
And my biggest the two biggest things I had was our last defensive possession and our last offensive possession.
Yeah.
Like our like on defense, we're up by two, right? With
Like 10
like
seconds to go,
with
about. Probably
10 seconds
12.
to go.
Yeah.
So whatever. And we decide to full court press.
Hmm.
My thing is, why are we full court pressing when we're up by two?
Now,
Like,
yeah, I see that. I don't mind the press just because I know what they're doing, but Boogie, I'm not sure if he went over, or I forgot exactly what. He went some way under over a screen, and if he went one way, he could have been there to just wrap up before Broski even gets an opportunity to shoot the three. Uh, do I agree with the press? No. I think defensively, that second half, they were locking up. Boogie Flan played
yeah,
great defense in specific.
yeah, he did.
Even if his offensive production wasn't there, his defensive production certainly was. And
Hmm.
I think without a full court, I think you'd rather have them try and beat you just the way they've had to that entire game, just make a tough shot instead of full court pressing, allowing an easy three. Well, not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. A great play
But like, it was just
to
wide
find your
open.
feet, make sure you get behind the line and shoot. But if you are gonna press, make sure you frickin' foul, because then you have 10
Yes,
seconds if he hits both
I would
free
have.
throws.
I think it would have been better if they did a half court press,
Hmm.
but a full court, like you got to expect everyone to be able to like move and like space and just get to like obviously to the corner. Like it just obviously the spacing just ended up not working out and everything. But I just think if it was a half court press, I think it could have been better because
No,
obviously they're not gonna chuck a half court.
no,
They're obviously gonna want to figure out how to score.
exactly.
They wanted bro, I knew they wanted to hit a three. They were never gonna like try to go for a two because I don't think to me I don't think they would have felt confident with going to overtime because Florida was actually having great
Yeah,
like
momentum.
momentum going their way. So I think they were gonna look for a three regardless. So I just thought if they just did half court and just stop the perimeter, like from just them shooting, I think we would have won. But then again, I'm not a coach, so
Yeah,
how golden.
yeah.
And then when we got the ball, obviously they hit the three, right?
Hmm.
And we only had what like
4.9 or
7
so.
seconds, like whatever the like less than 10 seconds left. So and we had no timeout.
Hmm.
So getting down court, you give it to Xavier Lee, and I assume that's what they wanted to do,
Yeah, it
which
looked
make
like it was
they
perfect.
make
It was
Xavier Lee to
drawn out.
dribble.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just wanted him to like dribble and go fast and not really like not think things through. But I just wish he put it up. And obviously, I'm
Yeah.
not hating on Xavier Lee because I think he did great.
Hmm.
Regardless, I do think he was getting hunted a little bit on possessions, on screens and everything. But that's not he's not a defender, you know.
Yeah.
But I just wish he did put it up because I think dishing it off. I don't think that was the best move. I think he should have went up with it. Even if you got blocked, it happens. You get fouled, free throws.
Yeah.
If you miss it, you at least put it up. It's like That's my thing. I wish you put it up at least
Yeah,
instead of dishing it off, not putting up a single shot.
I wish you would have put it up, but I also struggle to think that they would have called a foul in that
Probably
situation.
not.
They would not have given Xavier Lee charity free throws, like to walk off a game to send you to the Sweet
Yeah,
16. But yes, putting it up would be nice,
but
and it is pretty gutting because Xavier Lee had himself a nice game, and he was an offensive spark. Um, it just sucks. That's how his Florida career is going to end, short-lived Florida career, because
yeah,
this guy was hated at the beginning of the season, and he picked it up, and now his Florida career is going to end with him not taking it up to the rim after having 17 points in a solid game.
yeah,
Um, but really, like that first half, we need to be not pointing fingers. We don't need to point fingers at anyone. But Condon and Hauk were ghosts in the first half. And
yeah,
if you just maybe have them do something, there's a little less pressure in that second half, I believe. I mean, Hauk, his first field goal was 26 minutes in the game, and his only points of the first half came at the line. I don't know if
hmm
Condon even had points in the first half. Um, we needed a full game from both these guys. Like I'm sure Hauk is still going to be a first round draft pick in my humble opinion. Um,
yeah.
and
I think Chinyulu could be a first round pick too. To
yeah,
be honest,
I
if
feel
he
for
wanted to be.
Chanila too. With his post game interview was pretty gutting,
Yeah.
but it was a physical game, and Iowa outplayed us at pretty much every aspect. They were hitting the. Well, actually, I'm
No,
not sure about.
actually,
They were chucking up a lot of threes, and not like it's not like they were raining them. They were chucking up a lot of threes.
yeah. I think if I saw the stats, I think they were like barely above us on 3-point percentage.
Yeah, they
Like
were just chucking
barely.
them
I
up.
mean, like by like 2-3%.
Hmm.
So it was like close. It was almost even.
Yeah, and there's a lot of
But
and one opportunities that just
damn,
did not go in. A lot of times they
yeah,
were going to. A lot of times our boys were going to line for two instead of an and one because it just
hmm
wouldn't fall, and ugh, it would be right there.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I don't know how you don't grab him on the full court press. I don't know why you full court press. Am I gonna say it's the wrong decision? No. And now Todd Golden is allegedly in contract talks to extend and ward off the blue bloods of college basketball.
I know. Yeah, I saw that. Now they're looking at trying to get Billy Donovan too,
Yeah,
the former.
UNC looking to
Yeah,
get Billy Donovan.
dude. No, I saw that, bro. I was like, bro, you can't get the current Florida coach. Go get
Yeah,
the other dude that won two championships.
exactly.
Okay.
That was it was sad. It was very sad to go
Yeah, it
that
was a
because I did think this team could do it, and that's like the painful thing about March is how quickly and abruptly it ends, and it usually ends in
yeah, one game.
some sort of dramatic fashion, just like that. And I'm sure the Gators envision themselves in Indy in the Final Four, and that has to be soul crushing. So I know it
For
was
sure.
crushing to me sitting in traffic. I was sitting in just stop and go traffic as bro hits a three and just ruins my life. Um,
Dude,
yeah, it was not fun.
I was in my room, just like not even like I couldn't even sit down comfortably. I was just standing up, just watching the game. I had my like I don't know where it's at, but I had my Florida like long sleeve
Hmm.
Gators basketball long sleeve, and I was just turning up the squad. But boy, oh boy, that did not happen. That sucked.
Yeah, yeah. Well, with that being said, I guess um, you put in the bright idea to predict the rest of March Madness. Not even like I want to watch
Yeah.
anymore, but
No, I
um,
literally told you I'm not gonna watch it, even though I literally put in there. I was like, oh,
I definitely will watch the rest of.
let's predict the rest of it.
Even though I'm going to be very angry and bitter. Um, so yeah, I'm not. What do we got here in the Sweet 16? The only like notes I actually have besides like just so and so over so and so is Nebraska Iowa because I do think that's a cool matchup for the Sweet 16 rivalry.
Yeah.
I
I
almost
kind of left it as just who beats who,
yeah.
but I mean, I could kind of come up with some
No, I mean no.
honorable mentions, I guess.
We'll just rip it. I literally just all I'm just gonna say is that I mean, it is cool. Iowa hadn't made the Sweet 16 since '99, and Nebraska hadn't made it ever. And they're such a historic rivalry football wise, and I'm sure they don't like each other on any other sport. Um, but I'm gonna take Nebraska. I'm gonna take Big Red.
Taking Nebraska over Iowa. I'm gonna give it to Iowa. I'm gonna say Iowa's gonna beat Nebraska.
Yeah, they probably got
I
some
think it'll
crazy
probably be
momentum.
maybe it'll be another buzzer beater 3. I don't know. I don't know. I think it'll be a close game to be honest, because I think
Yeah,
like you mentioned, I know the rivalry thing, so like I think it'll be a close game.
I think the
I
line's
think
at
it'll.
like 1.5. It's pretty much a pick 'em. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I have Nebraska over Iowa. I got Houston over Illinois.
I got Houston over Illinois too.
Okay.
I think they'll beat them by like 10 plus to be
Yeah.
honest.
I got Michigan over Alabama.
Yeah, I got Michigan over Alabama
Okay.
too. Seems like we're gonna agree on some stuff.
Um, Iowa State over Tennessee.
Same. Iowa over Tennessee. Iowa
This is
State
also
over
just
Tennessee.
hatred for the Vols. So, um,
Yeah, I don't like Tennessee.
UConn. Wait, UConn over Michigan State.
I got Michigan State over UConn.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Um, I literally have no reasoning beside it.
Yeah, me either.
That's what I like, dude. I have zero reasoning. Um, my heart is empty looking at March Madness now. Okay.
No,
Um,
literally, I cannot look at this.
Arizona over Arkansas.
I got I got Arkansas beating Arizona. I'm actually a big believer in Arkansas.
Really?
I'm yeah, yeah.
Did someone from Arkansas just sign a Reebok deal? Or am I tweaking?
Huh?
Who just signed like a Reebok deal?
Oh, A Cuff Jr. Yeah, he signed
Okay.
a deal with Reebok, which is
Certainly a company to go to.
I'm not buying his shoes. Um,
Yeah.
I like A Cuff though. He's pretty good.
Yeah. Sick. Purdue over Texas. Although Texas is red hot, it would be fun to see them beat
No,
Purdue.
yeah, bro. I was debating actually really hard on this, but I do think Purdue's gonna win. But like, I mean, if Texas keeps the streak they have going, like, I could see it. I wouldn't be surprised. But I do have Purdue winning.
Never know, man. Um, and then I have this for no reason besides I really want to see it. St. John's over Duke.
I have same. Literally, I have St. John's over Duke.
I know Duke had like slight issues against Siena, and they still won by 14. And then they manhandled TCU, but give me St. John's. They're on a roll. They're on
Give
an
me St.
absolute
John's too.
heater. But then in the Elite Eight, I have UConn over St. John's. So,
Well, yeah, I got Michigan State over St. John's too.
all
So
right. And then I
they're a
got
little Cinderella.
Purdue over Arizona.
I got Arkansas over Purdue.
Oh, look at that. And then I got Houston over Nebraska. Houston's gonna try and
I
get
got
back to the
Houston over
Natty.
Iowa.
Michigan over Iowa State.
Same.
Okay. Final four. I got Michigan over Houston.
I got Michigan over Houston.
Okay. And then I got Purdue over UConn.
I got Arkansas over Michigan State.
So you have Michigan and Arkansas going into the Natty, and I have Michigan and Purdue, the Boilermakers. And when they clash, I say that Michigan is going to walk out with the national championship.
I I I was trying to see if I could really push the Arkansas belief. I do think if it ends up being them two, I think Michigan ends up winning. It would
Yeah.
be fire to see him get like, um what's it called? Get the win, but I think Michigan's gonna win. I think Arkansas is gonna have a nice, great run, but just Michigan's just too overpowering. So I give it to Michigan, but I would like to see Arkansas win though.
Wouldn't that be something if St. John's won? That'd be fun. St.
I
John's
just want
went
to
all
see
the way.
St. John's beat. I just want to see St. John's beat Duke.
Yeah, if they
Like
can handle
then,
the boozer.
big booze.
Um,
I would also wouldn't be mad if Iowa won because then I would know that we lost to the championship team, and that'd be fine by me.
that's
I'd be like,
actually
all right, cool.
fair. We could, yeah. We're in everything school. We
I'd be
lost
like,
to Iowa.
yeah, we lost to the champions, so can't
At least
tell me nothing. I guess.
at least we can't. We won't lose to FSU in basketball or baseball.
Yeah,
Um,
we own FSU actually.
yeah, actually, fun fact. Um, well, we have one more piece of basketball news that it actually has to do with these segues are just getting worse by the week. By the way, I'm literally just
Oh, for real.
making stuff happen.
We're just jumping around.
Where did Cade Cunningham go to college? I don't know that. I guess I'm a casual.
He went to Oklahoma State.
Okay, so maybe I was gonna try and see if I could tie it into a team in here, but didn't. All right, Oklahoma
No,
State.
no,
That seems random.
it is. Well, his I think his brother coached there.
Hmm,
His brother was coaching there,
seems
something like
very
that.
random. Shout out Oklahoma State, Ollie Gordon.
Because I think he was gonna go to Texas, or like Texas was like really pushing to get him. Um, but he wanted to go to Oklahoma State because that's just where his brother played
Familial ties.
and his brother coaches. So
Interesting. But yeah, Cade Cunningham. Not too long ago, we talked about Cade Cunningham possibly winning MVP. I put a little bet on it. And we also talked about the 65 game rule and
yep,
my stance on it as being not the end of the world. That completely changed now that it has personally affected me. This rule
yeah,
blows. This rule absolutely sucks. It's so stupid now that I think about it. And it's
right,
not just because
right.
I'm losing $15. 15.
No, definitely not.
That's to the win. That's neither here nor there. But I was genuinely rooting for Cade Cunningham to win MVP, and seeing, dude, over a collapsed lung. Like, what is he supposed to
Oh,
do?
bro, when I tell you, I'm like, I seen it, like I seen the clip of it, and bro, he was like stretching his side because like I thought like he just hurt his side or whatever, and like he was heavy breathing, so I'm like, oh, like he messed up something, and then he went out the game and they said he had back spasms, so I'm like, okay, you know, not the most serious thing in the world, so that's fine. People get back spasms, whatever. He might be out for a few games. Collapsed lung. What? I've only ever heard this one other time, and it was with CJ McCollum. And like CJ, I think recovered like kind of fast, as in like 3 to 5 months. Yes, like they're gonna reevaluate him in like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, depending on how serious it is, I don't, I don't know if he'd be back for the playoffs.
I know
Um,
that's the hope. I think they said like possibly 3 to 4 weeks, which seems quick for a collapsed lung. That seems very serious.
yeah, I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know how serious it is. But I mean, like you throw a collapsed lung like out there, I'm like, oh my god, like I only just that's what I'm saying. I'm only basing it off the one other time I've seen it is with CJ, and he was out 3 to 5 months. So
Yeah.
I'm like, if he's only out for like potentially a month, then that's great for the Pistons because I mean, Pistons are the first seed, and like your best player went out like just like with only like a few amount of games left, and it blows. And the 65 game rule is so stupid. Like I was telling you this because he's only played 61 games, right? And like they have like a
Oh.
62 game injury exception rule or whatever. He won't make it. He won't get it because he's only played 61 games, and so now the NBPA, the National Basketball Player
hmm
Association, is trying to like look into it to like give an exception for him because genuinely, if he doesn't play no more games the rest of the season, he won't be for MVP talks and no All NBAs. You're telling me this guy who has brought the Pistons, this poverty franchise, to a number 1 seed, and you're telling me he's not going to be get no award, no recognition for the
Yeah.
season. Like
I'm
that's
really
why I think
hoping.
like I'm really hoping they look into it and they let it slide, or like he's able like I don't know because like he was 1 game behind of just making that injury exception
hmm
rule, and that really sucks. So I don't know. I'm hoping the NBPA, you know, looks into it, and was like, what, Cade's looked amazing, and then like it's a freakish injury, so like you should just let it
Uh,
slide, or like change the 65 game rule. Yeah, like it's so stupid.
if
It's
they
such a stupid
somehow
rule,
let this slide and he wins MVP, I'm going to be eternally grateful. I will genuinely, I will banish that rule
bro. I
myself.
mean, I'm
I will go before Congress if I have to.
the world's gonna know how excited I'd be that Cade would win
Oh, they
MVP.
know too. I'd
So
be posting the bet slip like over and over again to like the same song. Um, to like some to probably some to some Eminem. He's a big Detroit guy.
yes.
Yeah,
Or you can yeah, yeah.
I don't know any other Detroit people.
Well, I mean, there's Tron, there's Baby Tron,
All right,
there's some other
yeah, we're done.
like Detroit style
Yeah, we're done.
rappers,
We're
but
done. We're done. We're done.
sorry,
This guy
he's a
started.
big Detroit fan.
Guy started talking about Baby Tron. We're done. Yeah, I hope they can find some exception for this. The 65 game rule
I hope so.
sucks unless it's SGA. That's a joke.
No, for sure.
No, but like I definitely think my case from the last time we talked about this is voided. I think it
Yeah, out the
sucks.
window
I
now.
was rooting for him. It's a freak accident, and I don't know how you change the rule though. That's where I'm like, that's what I'm wrestling with because like I know it's for
Yeah, I don't know.
load management,
Yeah,
but
I don't know what they do.
if you make it where only injury like excused injuries, how do you stop a franchise from being like, oh, he's hurt for a single game?
Yeah, that's why I'm like wondering what they're gonna talk about because like obviously like I think it's just an unfortunate thing, right? Because like it's I think it's clear cut. It's either you take it away, right, the rule, and you redo it again and like figure some other way out, or you keep it and then Cade just doesn't get recognized,
Exactly.
which sucks. But it's like there's no kind of way where you can like manage it unless you make the injury exception game rule like lower, like instead of 62 it's 60 or something. I don't know, like but like the whole 65 game rule, like I don't know how they could play or like kind of maneuver around it without legitimately like switching it entirely,
Mm-hmm.
or you just keep it the same way and just K just respectfully holds that L. And that would suck because I'm like it's just an unfortunate like
It's
injury.
bad. It's genuinely bad.
I don't know what they do.
Um,
Good thing I'm not a part of that.
no,
I mean I'm not a player,
I
so
hate to
I
be
would not
doing
know.
that.
I have no say.
Yeah, it's a very slippery slope. Do I hope Cade gets justice? Yes. Do I hope my bet cashes? Yes. Do I hope Cade gets better? Yes. Um, do I hope he's back for playoffs? Yes, because watching Detroit in the playoffs with no Cade Cunningham would absolutely suck.
Yeah, I'm not too.
Like, dude, I'll watch Detroit basketball with Cade Cunningham. I won't watch
Oh,
Detroit basketball without it.
Detroit when Cade's off the floor,
It's a
it's a
tough
hard
scene.
watch because Cade is like their main playmaker. They
Everything
have
runs through
no
him.
playmakers. Dennis Jenkins is their new starting point guard, and like he ain't doing terrible, but like it's not a Cade Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? They just lost tonight. They lost in OT.
Yeah, but they've already
They just lost. Yeah,
they've
they
already
lost to the Hawks.
they've already definitely clinched now, or is that just the Thunder?
Yeah, they already clinched it. Like they're in the playoffs. But like, I mean, Jesus Christ,
The Avs clinched the
no
playoffs.
Cade Cunningham. It's gonna be a hard watch. So,
Shout out the Avalanche. That's a
I'm
completely different sport.
praying, bro.
I
Please,
just wanted to say they clinched
please
the
don't be
playoffs.
serious.
Um, yeah. Shout out Cade Cunningham. Prayers up. Um, now I'm down to get to some a happy topic. If you're down.
I assume it's a happy topic for you specifically.
Um, could be for you if you were down. If you like opened your eyes a little bit and like just accepted it. Yeah. First off, huge pause. Second off,
Right.
yes, it's very happy news for me. I went on a whole rant 2 weeks ago about how I didn't like George Payton pretty much and how it was complete malpractice the way the Denver Broncos have handled free agency. And
Right.
truly and deeply, I am sorry. This is the second item that we're talking about where I have to walk back my statements. Um, sorry, George Payton, forever doubting you and saying that you weren't good and saying that you were failing Bo Nix because you went and got Jaylen frickin' Waddle, man. Jaylen Waddle from the Miami Dolphins is in
Christ.
Denver. So yeah, George Payton was
Yeah.
actually cooking something up, And Jaylen Waddle gets to reunite with Pat Surtain, which is funny because Waddle just had that whole interview where he said he'd beat the heck out of Pat Surtain. Obviously, it's a joke. They're boys. They love each other. They post each other.
Yeah.
Posted a FaceTime image of themselves. That's cool. Past the physical. That's something a certain Raider doesn't know much about. Which
Cool,
works in your
cool.
favor. It's not even
This is
rage bait. It works in your favor, so you shouldn't even be mad about that.
yeah, bro.
Literally doesn't matter.
No, I'm not.
We give pick 30, a third rounder, and then we have a fourth round pick swap. And people are calling this an overpay, but I genuinely don't think so because Waddle can be a wide receiver one that we haven't had in a long time. I know Courtland Sutton is a technical wide receiver one, but he'd probably be a wide receiver two on many teams. Well, not many teams, quite a few teams. But yes, Courtland Sutton, Jaylen Waddle instantly become a top duo in the league, and Bo Nix gets a weapon that Broncos fans have been begging for. I had one of my buddies tell me that we overpaid, and he's a Steelers fan. He was like, we only paid a 6th-round pick for Michael Pittman Jr. Not comparable. Michael Pittman is not the receiver Jaylen Waddle is. Jaylen Waddle had 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons to start his career, and Michael Pittman has only had 2 in about 6 seasons. So that's that. Also, I know quarterback inconsistency for both of these guys, but there was like 1 year where I think Jaylen Waddle played 14 games still at over 1,000 yards. So that's that. Why I like this so much is because we were probably going to draft a receiver at pick 30. Maybe Jadarian Price, maybe a running back. We don't have to. Obviously, we don't have pick 30, so we have no choice. But Waddle is a proven guy. You don't have to hope and pray that he works out like we have had with Troy Franklin and whatnot. Not a diss on Troy Franklin, but, I mean, we've been kind of thinking, how do I phrase this? We have been looking at potential rather than like, this is what we got. This is the talent we got right now. We've been waiting for a breakout instead of just having a proven guy. So yeah, Waddle's also a nice scheme fit. We'll see how the scheme changes with Davis Webb, but Bo needs to see some improvement when throwing like the Sean Payton crossers in play action, and an EPA per drop back. Sorry, same thing. He was 20th in success rate and 24th in what is that? What is this stat I wrote? I was writing these notes too fast. EPA per drop back, he was 20th, and in success rate, he was 24th. I just didn't read that. When it came to using play action, and Waddle actually thrived in that type of offense in Miami, where Tua had to get the ball out quick because they didn't trust him to unload that thing and cork it and just boosh. A lot of quick completions, a lot of yards after catch. But Waddle is genuinely a deep threat. And you see the highlights that he has from Tua where he has to catch it behind him and whatnot because he doesn't have the arm.
Yeah, no.
Guess who has the arm for deep throws? Bo Nix. Guess who has the most touchdowns on 20-plus yards since 2024?
I assume Bo
Nix. Our main deep threat has been Troy Franklin, but the two have not connected the way they have at Oregon. And Troy Franklin's only caught 11 of 44 targets, like deep targets. And the Broncos have only averaged 7.6 yards per deep target, while the league average is 14.1 over the past 2 years that Bo Nix and Troy Franklin have been playing together. Waddle is averaging 15.6 over the past 2 years. So you kind of just see a lot of good stuff going down. You see a lot of great stats. We're not paying him that much right now because we just transferred some of his contracts. We moved it into like a signing bonus or whatnot, and yada, yada, yada. Yeah. George Payton's cooking up, and we're doing some things. And instantly it makes you forget about all the free agency woes that we had because guess what? All we wanted was really a receiver. And guess what?
Doesn't sound like what you said in your video or in the last video. It sounded like you said you missed out on a lot of players that weren't just receivers.
Okay, well, yeah, but getting a guy like this frees you up to, you're not using a draft pick on a receiver. Now you can use...
So Waddle alone...
frees you up to stop. You don't have to go heavy offense anymore.
But I'm saying like Waddle is the guy that like you're okay with that you missed out on all those other free agents.
Yes,
So I'm
genuinely
talking
yes.
okay.
I've told
Okay.
people that if we traded for a Waddle or a George Pickens or even an AJ Brown's a little bit of a stretch, that I would forget. I would literally, it would make everything okay. It's like a band aid. It's like flex tape on the Hoover Dam. It's not moving, man. Um,
Okay.
I I don't. I just really like the move. I think it works perfectly. I think Davis Webb is going to have a great time, and also, I'm. It helps out J.K. Dobbins. It helps out R.J. Harvey. It helps out Bo Nix. It helps out every.
Yeah.
It could help out Pat Bryant and Troy Franklin and Marvin Mims and all these guys, because guess what?
Hmm.
The offense is automatically better, and there's going to be more eyes on Jaylen Waddle. And guess what? Hey, they're going to be worried about Jaylen Waddle and Cortland Sutton. That can open up the run game, and yada yada yada. It works
I no,
very well.
I
And
think so. I think it's a good move for y'all. I think that was a I think it was really good. I was mentioning to you, I think now you guys have the second best like wide receiver duo in the AFC. Just behind obviously Higgins and Chase. But I think it's a huge needle mover for you guys. Now you guys have like an actual like wide receiver one, like a good
mm-hmm.
one. Not saying that Cortland Sutton is bad, but like
No, me
I
neither.
think he'd be I think he'd be like a great second, behind Waddle. Um and it lets your younger receivers learn too. They don't have too much pressure now to be like on the spot like right now
Exactly.
great or like you were mentioning like, try to prove yourself right now. Now they can learn behind Jalen Waddle and Cortland Sutton and like, gain more knowledge and not have so much
Mm-hmm.
pressure like put on them. Um, yeah, I mean, obviously your offense is gonna be better. Hopefully everything connects. Well, not hopefully because I'm not hoping you guys succeed, but
Hopefully.
for your sake, for obviously if I'm speaking from a Broncos perspective, hopefully your offense is better, right? Because obviously your defense was like hard carrying a lot of the times, but I think obviously your offense now is going to be better.
Hard carrying.
Um,
Okay, yeah,
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 I
they
mean,
carried, but maybe not hard. Give some credit to the off. Give some credit to Bo Nix for doing some things, but
yeah. So moving on from that point, right? So I think you guys will. I think you guys will be pretty. I think offensively, you guys should be better.
we'll
Yeah, I,
probably
I do
win the
think.
AFC West again.
Well,
'Cause I'm sure as heck not
no.
Mendoza.
Oh, we don't know that. We can't.
Because
We're just
like
now. We're just throwing
when you look
assumptions
at
now.
wide receiver duos in the AFC, you said Jamar and T, and now Waddle and Court, and then you go all the way down to like
We don't have
six.
to get into. We don't have to mention other wide receiver
You go all
deals.
the way down to 16, and it's like
We don't have to. We don't have to. We
Jalen
don't.
Naylor and
Nope.
Trey Tucker. That's like
Right.
bottom of the barrel stuff,
No, I
and
wouldn't.
it's very ideal for the quarterback that you're bringing in for an official visit in like 2 weeks.
Um. Right. Right. Okay. We also have Brock Bowers though, so
Yeah,
that's
but we were talking
that's
about just
another.
receive. If I was going to talk about tight ends, I'd be like, yeah, Brock Bowers is top of the AFC. I mean, I also think that this will help Evan Ingram get more targets. So that's cool.
Evan
For
Ingram.
free. Okay, yeah,
Right.
calm down. But hey, David Njoku's still out there. Maybe we can go snag him or something. I don't know.
You guys are not getting the joke.
I don't think we are either. Um, I don't even. I wouldn't be too mad on losing out on that one. But yeah, no, if we were talking tight ends, it'd be like Brock Bowers, one of the premier tight ends in the AFC and the NFL in general, one of the best in the
Right.
game right
Right.
now. But if we're talking strictly receivers, receiver duos, like we gotta pull up the whole scroll. And like even in the NFL as a whole, it's really down there too. Like not just AFC, like genuinely in the entirety of the NFL, it's pretty bad.
Right.
Like I mean, I could start like listing
No, we
like
don't need to.
some of the best
We
ones,
don't need.
like AJ Brown and Devontae Smith and CD and George Pickens and you already said Jamar and T and you got your Waddle and your Court and even the Texans have what well no
Nico and
Christian Kirk went to the 49ers. Nico and Jayden Higgins is
I,
better than anything you guys can produce. Um, what else do we have here? Who else do we got? Let's go to the. You guys have the Titans probably. You guys have them beat, I think.
Pittman
Um,
and Metcalf.
that's much better than what you guys have on the field. Um, You guys have the Browns beat. So you aren't the worst in the AFC. You actually,
Favorite worthy.
honestly, no, you don't have the Bills beat because they got DJ Moore. If this was last year, maybe, but I still take Khalil Shakir over anyone you can put on the field. Um, you don't
No, I
have the
wouldn't.
Bears beat. You don't have the
I would
the
think the Thunder.
Packers. You could make a case about the Packers now they don't have Romeo Dobbs. Um, don't have the
What
Rams
about the
beat.
Patriots?
Um, the Patriots, they just got Romeo Dobbs, and I think that'd be better than anything you can put on the
Never
field.
mind. Yep, I forgot about Romeo Dobbs. I was
Um,
thinking about. Yeah.
the Jets, nope, Garrett Wilson. Trying to think of people. The Saints, Chris
Dolphins.
Olave. The Dolphins,
Dolphins.
yep, you got them beat. Yeah. Now without Waddle, yeah. Oh, we got the Dolphins beat. All right.
Hey, bro. Hey, let's.
Like
Because
what is Raider Nation
you're
doing
trying
here,
to
man?
come up. You're trying to come at the team right now, right?
Um,
With the receiving core. I get it, bro. We don't have receivers for
yeah,
real. I get
but
it. No,
yeah,
I get
we're
it.
Denver Broncos are up there now, and it feels good to say.
Yeah, you guys have
Um,
a top 5 receiving core.
even that's pretty high. Yeah, I'm gonna be a humble king for a second. Say that's pretty high.
I
Put on my
think you
Logan
guys. I
Paul
know.
hat.
I
Call myself
seriously
humble.
like. What
Little Logan Paul WWE reference. I thought you'd enjoy that. My bad.
did you say? No, I didn't hear it.
I'm being humble, you know.
Oh, like his song?
Yeah, like his song. I thought you'd enjoy that, man. I
Yeah.
thought you'd enjoy that a little more,
No,
considering
I, I do enjoy
you have the
WWE,
WWE
but
behind
you're
you.
also mentioning Logan Paul. So
Hey, one heck of an athlete he is. He sacked
no,
Jalen
he's a
Hurts in the
great
flag
wrestler.
football game.
Yeah, Tom Brady threw the ball at him himself too. Like you just like
Yeah, true. That's true.
Odell Beckham now. Like slight pivot
Yeah,
here.
Odell
Odell
was
Beckham now is getting
crazy
dude. Odell, he's getting interest. Like he's like teams are interested in him again.
because of the flag
So
football.
think about it. Yes, to get back on the field. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that was a
I'm like,
crazy thing how Team USA was just smacking these guys.
yeah, bro, Speed was a great safety out there. Great
Well,
corner safety,
Sean
whatever.
Payton, like, there's a clip of Sean Payton watching Devontae Smith go at it with Speed, and he's like, he notices something. He's like, "Yo, Smitty, run a double move real quick," because Speed was like some sort of leverage where he's trying to stop any slant, and he just hits a double move, and still kept up with him stride. So, crazy side pivot, but yeah, maybe you guys go get Odell. And then it's just like our conversation from multiple weeks ago about you guys getting old washed receivers, and the cycle never ends.
I will actually be upset if the Raiders are interested in Odell.
Yeah.
I will actually be. And it's watch it's just like they try to go get Odell, and then they're like, our two receiving options are either Odell or Tyreek Hill.
Oh man,
It's
I'd rather just stick
or
with Jalen
Stephon Diggs
Naylor
now.
and try to. Well,
Stephon
Stephon
Diggs
Diggs
is
is better than both Odell and Tyreek Hill right now, because you don't know if Tyreek Hill's gonna be the same freaking guy. His leg
yeah, that is
was
true,
horribly
dude.
mangled.
Yeah, I was thinking when I was thinking about AFC wide receiver duos,
Yep.
one that I do miss what Nico Collins and Tank Dell.
Yeah,
I think if
man.
Tank Dell was
I really
healthy,
wish Tank Dell was
and
back, man.
yeah, dude, his
That
have
was
you? Oh,
sad.
his knee is
That
cooked.
was really sad.
I seen. Yeah, no, I if he was still healthy, I think they could actually. I think they probably would have been over y'all as a wide receiver duo.
Yo,
Tank Dell and Nico
what?
Collins.
Not over Cortland Sutton and Jalen Waddle
Nico Collins is better than Cortland Sutton and Jalen Waddle.
combined.
Yeah, Nico Collins
One
is
guy over.
tough.
Okay, so Nico over both of those guys combined.
Well, then when you throw in Tank Dell too on top, like I think they would be better than both of y'all.
You have
I think
no
it's a
idea
good.
how
It's a
good
good
Jalen Waddle was.
bro. I think it'd be like I would argue. I can see someone arguing it.
Yeah,
Like
that's you. You could see yourself arguing that.
no, I can no, bro. I'm just saying like Tank Dell. Obviously, Nico Collins hard carries here. I'm
Yeah.
saying that like the Tank Dell wasn't bad either.
Yo, yeah, but I'm not saying he was bad. I'm just saying like he doesn't compare. Like I'm still taking Cortland Sutton and Jalen Waddle over Tank Dell. And then like all you have to do is beat out fucking Nico Collins.
Okay, you're saying it like Nico Collins is like
I'm not
easy
saying
to
he's
just
a
beat. Nico
bum.
Collins is
He's
tough.
not just a random. I like Nico Collins. Let's calm down. He was like the last Ninja Turtle when everyone else got injured. He was the last Ronin, dude. Um, no, I like Nico Collins. But now you're just saying this to cover up the fact that you guys have a horrible receiving core.
Bro,
I thought you were gonna go like back in time with it, like in turn, not that far back in terms of like receiving duos. I thought you were gonna be like Demarius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders, and I'd be like, heck yeah, I also miss them.
well, I do miss Demarius Thomas,
Yeah, the go right there.
but I
You don't
actually
miss Emmanuel
just
Sanders?
hate your team in general.
Oh,
So
Julius Thomas was a demon at tight end. This is getting off the rails. We're getting off the rails quick. We need to hone this
yeah,
in. We need to hone this in. Yeah. All right. Jaylen Waddle's sick, and I think could lay the foundation for one of these receivers leaving probably in 2027, if not sometime this year.
yeah,
Whether it's a trade, like someone wants Marvin Mims, you can have Marvin Mims. Although I think I'd rather get rid of Troy Franklin because of Marvin Mims's um, punt returning upside. I don't think
yeah,
Troy Franklin really has that. As much as Troy Franklin can be a great threat, I think Marvin Mims does more better than him, and I really like Marvin Mims. But also, Cortland Sutton could genuinely be not on this team in 2027 because he's getting older, because he might be more expensive than the rest of these guys. And if you have a guy like Jaylen Waddle and you have a guy maybe like Marvin or Troy or Pat Bryant, I'm high on Pat Bryant, and if they come in and they start, cooking up, it might make the breakup with Cortland Sutton a little easier. I'm not even going to get into Lil Jordan Humphrey because he's a practice squad guy. So people are going to be like, oh, what about Lil Jordan Humphrey? No, he'll get elevated when we have injuries on the receiving core. Hopefully it never happens. Michael Bandy, same thing. That doesn't matter. But yeah, Jaylen Waddle. You ever think you'd be saying
that's
that? You
great.
ever think Jaylen Waddle would be in the AFC West?
Yeah, but in black and silver. I
You
actually wanted
never
Jalen
thought
Waddle.
that. You never thought that.
No, I literally, I think I've mentioned it to you. I
I
would
don't
have
think so,
loved because when I
actually.
was hearing Jalen Waddle trade talks, I was like, damn, I would love for him to be in black and silver.
No, I doubt it. Highly doubt that. I remember when Jaylen Waddle said the thing about beating up Pat Surtain, I sent it to a group chat. I sent it to a group chat, and it was just like he's talking about his future teammate, and the Dolphins fans in the chat were like, "Oh, he's actually talking about his former teammate." Little they know.
Little did they know.
Little they know. I was right all along. I was right all
Yes,
along. Just like I say,
there's
I'm never wrong. I'm just early. And yeah, I think that was. I think this is where we're gonna have to put a bookmark in it until
it's fair.
next week. I think that was. I need to start setting a timer, I think, and just seeing where we
Yeah,
are in time. Because I forgot what time I actually pressed record on this thing, and we're like, I don't even know. I don't know how to
I mean, I
add.
knew it was gonna be a longer episode. It was just we had a lot to talk about.
We did have a lot to talk about, and I'm glad we talked about it. I know we had UF baseball in like the thing, and I just didn't really want to talk about it, mainly because I forgot to write notes about it, and also it makes me sad because we got
Yeah,
swept, and then we proceeded to beat FSU, which made things a little nicer after the Iowa game.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the coach is probably on a hot seat.
Kevin O'Sullivan on the hot seat? I know he had that picture where he's sitting there like, oh, jeez. Kevin O'Sullivan on the hot seat? Just because the bats
Just
went
a
cold?
little bit. Maybe it's not on fire, but like
The bats went
I
cold and the
think it
pitching
should
went
like
cold. What else can Kevin O'Sullivan do, man?
I don't know. I mean, it should be. I mean, he should be at least getting a microscope on him just a little bit,
Well, I'm sure it's
because
always on him.
like.
He's been there for like how many
But I,
fucking
I, I,
years?
it's more based off how like last season went, and like going into this season now. Like obviously his suspension, right, from the regionals,
Yeah.
and then like him taking a leave of
Yep.
absence or whatever.
For some
Um,
for
and then
some
just
personal issues that we will not dive into,
no, I'm
although
like, bro,
I have read up on it and seen the facts.
yeah, I'm not saying like him taking a leave of absence was
Free him.
wrong or whatever, but I'm just saying like I think the whole coaching staff and everything like you just end up taking so many breaks or whatever. I don't know. And maybe it's not. Like I said, it's not. I,
You're acting
I
like he's
maybe
having
it's not.
domestic disputes every freaking year.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that like building up to this season, obviously. But I mean, like he should be at least looked at a little bit. They're
Once
3-3 against SEC teams.
they'll get there, man.
SEC. It's,
See, long season. The pitching will get better. The
it is a
bats will
long
get
season.
hotter. We'll be okay. If we played FSU every game, we'd be undefeated. That's all I know.
No facts.
Yep. So
Yo,
FSU will try and poke fun at us for losing to Iowa, and then we'll turn around and just smack you in baseball, and we'll smack you in basketball, and we'll continue this streak in football with Coach John Summerall, and we'll extend Todd Golden, even though he's one of the most hated coaches in the country, and Kevin O'Sullivan. I guess we'll put a microscope on you, and yeah, shout out UF Gymnastics too. They're cooking up. They just won the SEC. Shout out those women. Shout out those ladies. So yeah, it's a good time. Well, maybe a good time for UF sports, but it's always a good time. It's great to be a Florida Gator. And with that,
yep.
we will be back next week because I'm not I'm not skipping town. So yeah, and I'm sure hopefully you can see your family because again,
Finally,
was
yeah, I get.
Wednesdays too much or
Yeah, no, I get held against my will to make sure to hop on these things,
yeah,
and
exactly.
um,
Yep, against your will.
Jayden doesn't let me see my family all the time.
That's actually a studio in my like in my apartment, and then
Yeah, yeah,
yep.
no, I once the camera's turned off and everything, I ask if I can go home, and Jayden sometimes, yeah,
No, we're
yeah,
gonna sit on
as
the
you guys
couch
can
and
see,
play PlayStation. You're not leaving.
play Gang
Yeah,
Beasts, which I
exactly.
destroy you at,
All right. Well, with that being
or
said, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at the new at JadenWest.media, and then Brandon at Brandon Ortiz, and it'll be in the description per usual. And then yeah, everyone have a good one. If I don't, what's the Truman Show? In case I don't see you, what does he say?
was it like
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, or something
good
like that.
and yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yep, we're gonna ride the Dente this weekend. Go Carson Hocevar, go Gators, go Broncos, go you.
Go Raiders,
All right,
go
nope,
Ryan
and we're ending
Blaney.
the episode.